Page 47, this is the harmonization at the bottom of the page, harmonization number 1. This and the other 2 harmonizations on the next page, I am re-recording these lessons because I didn't follow the instructions in the book. I'll redo them because I probably should have followed the instructions, so here we go again. I have a certain process I go through when learning a new piece of music, and that includes harmonizing. So the question is, what's the key signature? Because if we're going to harmonize, they're giving us chord numbers, and chord numbers are based on key. What key are we in? Well, the key signature is 1 flat, so that's either F major or D minor unless we're in a mode, and let's not go there. It's just major and minor here. We're F major or D minor. The question is which one? Because a 1 chord in F major is not a 1 chord in D minor. They're different. I go to the last measure. What are there? Here? Well, that's not a lot of help because those 2 notes are in both chords, F major and D minor. So does it sound kind of sad or dark? Or does it sound kind of happy? Kind of, yay, team. And if you play through it, you'll find it sounds kind of happy. So I'm guessing this is probably in the key of F major. So the chord numbers involved are referring to F major, the key of F major. Now this melody, I need to know this melody really well. So when I start thinking about the chords, I can focus on those. It's here, 1, 2, 3. Not too bad. It's good sight reading practice. Sight reading is a good thing, and when you're sight reading, you don't always have to use both hands. You can sight read 1 hand at a time and focus on that. That's fine. The fingering wise, I like to finger things in a way I can connect them. So on these repeated notes, like in the 3rd measure, the 2 E's, I change hand position on those. I do a 3 on the first one and then a 1. I don't follow the fingering in the book. I don't care for it. They want you a 5 on the 2nd measure. They want a 5 on the G and crunch up. No, I just stay there and then change. And then measure 4, they do have you changing on the F's. And so that's how I do on the fingering. Now let's talk the good stuff, the chords. In F major, we have a 1 chord. Built on step 1. Every other note in the key. Then we have a 2 chord. But it's in first inversion, so we gotta put the G on top. Probably should be down here. I don't know where I am yet. We're just trying to figure out the chords. And then we have a 5-7 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This, I better go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5 chord. And the 7, remember the B flat. It's a 5-7 chord. And then a 1 chord. Major 5 is a 1 chord again, because you just stay with the same chord until you give you something else. And then the 2 chord again in first inversion. 2 chord, remember? 5-7 chord, 1. So the chords sequence is the same in both lines. Well, that's helpful. Now, their instructions. They want you to do the bottom note of each triad or the inversion in the left hand, just 1 note. Again, I don't know where I am. Here. It's here. So just and an F, it's just an F. And then for the 2 chord, it's first inversion. That's B flat. And then the 5 chord. I do it again. Simple enough. Works okay. Okay. Now the second one, they want you to go ahead and put in the whole chord. Generally, that's what I do all the time because I want to hear the harmony. Here, so it's here. I'm going to have to come down here because it's too high. I could do this because that note in the right hand is part of the chord, and that's good enough. You don't have to play it all in 1 hand. I can do that. Or I can play it in the left hand. I can do that too. But then for the 2 chord, I'm going to have to come down here, come too high. Well, if I do that, I can do this for the 1 chord. The problem is when you get down in here, it just gets blah. And we don't want blah if we can help it. So I'll go ahead and try it down here. Let's see. That worked out, just kind of worked up in the left hand. That's okay, and that's all I really want you to do, but you can use broken chords and experiment with it and have fun with it. Although, as you go through the book, I think you're going to find you're going to be expected to do that a little bit. Now, they want you to transpose this to G major, because we haven't had enough fun yet. F major is here, 1 flat. G major is a whole step up. G major has 1 sharp, F sharps. So in the music, the melody, I'm going to take each note in the written music up 1 note. So instead of a C, it's a D. Instead of an F, it's a G. And when I get to Fs, I'm going to use F sharps. And when I get to Bs, I'm going to use B naturals, because I got to be in the key. So it's here. You have to work out a fingering that works for you. The F sharp's a little inconveniently located, but okay. And then for the chords, that's the 1 chord in the key. G is 1 chord. A 2 chord, let's go down here. 2 chord is here, but first inversion, put the A on top. And then a 5 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And then a 1 chord in G. So it's a G, and a 2 chord, and a 5, 7 chord. I get there eventually. I forget what key I'm in. And a 1 chord. So then we try just the lower number here. Here. I just kind of walked up, whatever it is. That's that one, and then for the full chords, I'm going to just do the chords. And then 2 chord, well, 2 chord is here, first inversion here. Right? Then a 5 chord, 1 chord. You get the idea? Yeah, that's basically what it is.